Hi everyone, I'm Tina the Creative Guru with Gems, Paper, Scissors. Thank you for joining me in today's Talk About It Thursday. I'm going to use one of my favorite new tools, which is a stamping foam block that I have pre-embossed with the raised side of our Floral Slimline embossing folder. And what I'm doing is I took my distress oxides, the Kitch Flamingo, Candied Apple, Mowed Lawn, Rustic Wilderness, and Mustard Seed. And I really just embedded those really nice and deep into the pattern of my stamping foam block. And what happens is I'm getting it all the way in because the foam block is nice and flexible and smushy. So I'm getting all of these layers built up, which is why I embossed my foam block using the raised section of the embossing folder. I could have done it the other way and I'd get a different result, but I wanted the depth of textures and colors. And to do that, I used the distressed Oxide inks to color my pattern. And then I take my Mocha water-based dye ink and I just rub it over the top so that the part that would be actually stamping my paper will actually leave color. So I spritz it with some water and clean up my surface and smush really hard and thoroughly, getting all of those indented spaces with the distress oxides to imprint, as well as the raised section of the Mocha. And so that's the basic technique. It's really fun. It's another option to use that fantastic stamping foam. Pardon me. And as you know, if you get tired of that impression, just heat tool your block again and get rid of the pattern and start over. So I also like using my Mocha to distress around the outside of all of my basic cardstock to just help make it pop. Then I take my standard close to my heart tape runner and adhere all of my different layers. One thing I did do was I used my 3D foam tape to raise my title. Now my title is from the Autumn Air Stamps and Thin Cuts, and I decided I couldn't decide between gold or white for embossing, so I used my VersaMark and I used a spoonful of each of the gold and the white and mixed them together so that I'd have this really nice, gentle, winter-feely white. You know, it's not white winter, it's kind of fallish. It's perfect for crisp air, right? So I used my tweezers and shake it off. Would have been a little bit better if I used my anti-static pouch, but I forgot. So it still worked out really well, and I'm quite pleased with it. After using my heat tool, I set it, and then I mounted it onto my Papaya cardstock that I had already distressed with the Mocha. And then I went on ahead and placed it with the 3D foam tape so that it would be raised up. Finally, I took a few of they're kind of an autumn glittery, not quite gold, but just this really fun fall autumn feel of dots from the Crisp Air Dots selection from our seasonal catalog. And that's it. I just pieced it together, raised it up, and it is gorgeous. You know, the photo and the video really shows this, but it's not the same. You've just got to go on ahead and try this technique with whatever embossing folder you have and make it pop. Thanks for joining me. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.